of course, the prize money of first place getting $50, but also those extra points to get invited to the monthly.
Yep. We're now on Overgrowth. It is game number 4 between Alicia and Penguin. In the upper right, as the blue Protoss, it's Axiom's Alicia.
And his opponent, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Overgrowth, looking to make the comeback, has already started it with a 1-2. Got to make 2 more games up, though. It is Penguin.
What was he looking for?
So I'm getting kind of hungry, and I really hope that this doesn't go to a Swarm Host game.
Huh.
I'm like a little bit afraid, because Penguin is show he's not afraid to.
That's certainly true. There's also a chance that Alicia picked this map so we could do a whoopsie daisy. A 2-base Immortal all-in, which, cross your fingers.
Yeah.
It's the last popular map for it, I feel. What were the other really good ones? Neo Planet S. Oh, I remember that map. That was a good Immortal
Oh my
Century
god, hold on. What was it? Ohana? Ohana?
Yeah, Ohana means family.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that, Rotterdam. But yeah, like I think that this could still work out pretty well. We do have the Forge first opening once again, and this is really interesting to me. I guess maybe presumably Alicia was busy playing his matches out and didn't see the games of Crank versus Penguin, but this has never worked out against Penguin. Nobody has made the Cannon Shenanigans work out versus him.
Oh, I thought Alicia was gonna do the whole, like, you know, at the third and then jump over to the natural, but then his probe went the other way. No, won't.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking like, hey, maybe I can go to the third expansion and anticipate like a 3-hatch before pool or something. Which Penguin actually maybe was thinking about that because only just now throwing down the spawning pool.
Yeah.
Maybe my timings are off. I'm not sure.
Oh, this isn't actually gonna. Even if he throws in a bunch of cannons, the pylon will die.
Yeah. Normally I would. Probe could go surrounded, but yeah, I feel like you're right. Normally I'd say like throw down the cannon anyways because it forces more drones to be pulled. But yeah, if the pylon's gonna die, like what's the point, right?
Mm-hmm. And Alicia knows that. He's, I mean, kind of still faking, but he's got a Nexus, and now Penguin does see that with his Overlord, so he doesn't have to worry at all. Send his guys back to mining.
And game's gonna progress on as normal, but the reason why I kind of mentioned the Swarm Host earlier on is because I honestly feel like Overgrowth is still a pretty nice map for Swarm Host. It's no King Sejong Station. Don't get me wrong. Nobody can top Swarm Host on King Sejong Station, but it's still like a pretty nice map. A Zerg player can, take the normal third expansion, but then you take your fourth expansion at the gold, and you put your Swarm Host right over your gold expansion, and guess what? Your Swarm Host actually can deny a Protoss player from taking their own gold expansion.
Yeah, that's certainly true. I mean, it's a good map for, those mech guys that just stay back and don't do much. They get up to 5 bases pretty easily. It's good for Swarm Hosts as well, and we do see a lot of very long games on this map. This and King Sejong. It's all up to whether Alicia wants it to allow it to get there. Now, he's won both the macro games, I would say. I mean, that last game was wonky. I mean, the game before that was also wonky, but it just base trades are always confusing. I feel like sometimes for Protoss, it's like you just hope that they don't go mutas.
Yeah, no, I sympathize with that. Every single game that I ever play as Zerg, I'm just like, I'm going like triple Stargate, but I really hope they don't go Mutalist because I hate Mutalist.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely in Thorn, whenever I play Protoss, I'm just like, can you not? Can you really not? And I know a bunch of people, I know a couple of Protosses that say that they always go Stargate because they are so fearful of mutas. There are, it's not the only situation that you can only win against mutas if you have Stargates and Phoenixes pumping out. We've seen plenty of games where Blinkstalkers actually do enough damage and they win out the game. They force the actual engagement, which is probably what Alicia was trying to do last game by base trading. But it certainly is the easiest ways with Phoenixes.
I think that's one of the reasons why, for a really long time, I'm not even sure if it's still the case, because I feel like Stargate openings have been less common as of late.
Yeah.
But Korean players were known as the players that almost always open up Stargate, because it was sort of like the safer thing to do. As long as you can control it really well, it always felt like the quote-unquote better play for a lot of players. But,
Yep.
you know, Alicia, we'll see if he decides to do the same thing again. He's just doing some nice harassment with his Zealot and Stalker. Is he going to get another Overlord? Is he going to get the Overlord again?
No, there's Lings and Queen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, with the creep spreading like
This
it is.
is a repeat of merry-go-round.
Yeah, he could take some of the Lings with him. Oh, that Zealot died super quickly, never mind. But he got a third up behind this,
Take
so...
that one.
Yeah, one, yay!
Well, Roach Run coming up, as well as the Evolution Chamber. It looks like Penguin looking just fine. Although, you know, Penguin has a lot of Zergons already out, but he's making 12 more. I'm wondering if he's trying to do something sneaky, like get a cancel on this third, or like take some stuff off. Especially with more roaches being produced. I mean, he's only on 42 drones. Normally, you're still seeing a Zerg player drone up at this point.
That's true. That is definitely true. Of course, his Overlord did see that the third was put down, so this could be very much so a reaction saying, I'm not going to let you get away with this again. I think he's actually allowed Alicia to get a third base whenever he wants the past 3 games, so this time going to apply some light pressure speed. Just finishes to help out those Lings. The SimCity is...
Not SimCity is not by those sentries.
No.
Just to complete your sentence, the sentry is actually taking a lot of damage. One of them already fell. Another 2, they try and force field out the Zerglings, but another one ends up falling. These last 2 are gonna fall as well. That was all of Alicia's gas-intensive units.
Oh, that was actually really. Oh no! When did this happen? Oh, okay. I thought he killed all the probes. I thought he killed all the probes. I was like, what the flip flop? But they were just stacked up on the gas geysers.
Yeah.
Okay, that was still really bad though. That was a lot of sentries. That was his army. So the fact that roaches are following this up is going to be so terrible. He also had to pop an overcharge. He didn't actually have to, but I think he expected more sooner.
Yeah.
But now it won't be there for the third. Like Penguin probably will get this third.
Yeah, and here's the problem right now is that. Well, actually, I'm not even sure. Oh god. Okay, here's
stop
the
pushing
problem.
out.
He lost the sentries again.
Here she'd stop pushing out like that. I mean, he keeps on pushing out exactly when Penguin pushes in.
I mean, it's like you have to, right? Because if you don't, then there's no units ready to defend the third expansion. And oh god, now we have the wall in broken. Roaches are gonna sneak their way into the main base. The pylon that was actually powering one of these warp gates is gonna go down. The cybernetics core could be under attack.
Alicia just doesn't have anything. He doesn't have an army since those sentries died. He doesn't have upgrades or tech. I mean, these aren't even blink stalkers. He was literally only on gateways. He's gonna lose.
That's exactly it.
He's gonna lose.
Well, it's certainly looking quite likely right now. I like the fact that Alicia's trying to re-wall into that pylon. It's going to at least delay some of the Zergons and Roaches from being able to push back in. So at least he can just try and deal with the Roach count that's in his natural right now.
Oh no. Oh no, he doesn't have a Robo.
There's no robot. There's no Stargate coming out. There's not even a cannon up right now. There's nothing to deal with this.
That third was he's getting freebie mining for a long time, but now Penguin goes immediately towards it. Alicia has not been able to get up above, I think, 70 supply for most of this game. Yeah?
Yeah, that sounds about right. At least definitely not over 100 supply. Third expansion is almost certainly going to go down. The Broad Roaches finally get revealed by the cannons, but they actually can back up and probably just burrow. Yeah, they do exactly that. Oh.